Okay, this is Mrs. Wacostas again. It's the second part of the Cause of War One video. So basically, these are the same videos, websites that I'm going to have the kids evaluate in class. And so basically, I just did Cause of War One. Okay. This is, I forget what they call this. What do they call this? This is a snippet. Okay, I'm going to go back. So the snippets, which are these new things that Google does up here, they're not ads anymore. They are what they think will answer your question. You can't even pay to be a snippet. So there was a time I used to avoid what was at the top when they were ads, but these are called snippets. They think, they being the whoever's running Google, that this is going to be the answer to my question. Okay. In this case, it's not a bad hit. So we're gonna go through and evaluate this real quick. Cause of World War One. Okay. So we've got an author here. Nice. Now, I now know my author. And it tells me what he does. And he's written some history books. And he's a former history teacher and sounds reasonable. What we want to do is read the article. Is it written for the high school level? Yes, it is not written for college level. Just so you know, like this would not be appropriate for a research paper. If you tried to use this next year in your junior research project, you wouldn't be allowed to. But it's good information for background information. If you want to find out more about ThoughtCo, and you do because you're trying to figure out what kind of company is this, because this is not something I was familiar with. It tells you what it does, who they are and what they do, how they determine who their writers are, and so forth. Okay, they're not user-generated content. That's the key. And are they getting people who are experts in the field or people who know how to do research journalism? Okay. And they've got editorial guidelines and all that kind of stuff. That's kind of what you're looking for. So load again. This to me seems like a reasonably decent website. Okay. Is it go in depth? Nope. It's like a textbook. Okay. We're going to go back. I'm going to take you on down to another hit. So the first hit in this case is pretty decent. Okay, we're going to go down to, we know, I think you guys all know what the problem with Wikipedia is. You can't use user-generated content for any type of academic work because that's what Wikipedia is. I'm going to come down here to History on the Net. This is one of my favorites to use because I have a problem with the website. I find it wonky. Okay, it's not slick anymore. It might have been a while ago. Is the data wrong? Probably not. But I don't know how accurate it is, because when I go into History on the Net and I Google them, I find out they're owned by Regnery Publishing. And Regnery Publishing is let's see if I can find out where it tells me this. Okay, Regnery Publishing. Go Google Regnery Publishing, and it's a super conservative publisher. I like the concept of a publisher publishing different viewpoints instead of just a conservative publisher. So I have a problem with that. But I thought this is the one that I really kind of had a problem with. I Googled her, Heather Wheeler. She's the one that wrote all this stuff on History on the Net. So I'm going to go out here and I'm going to Google this. And History on the Net. Okay, so this is funny. Here's her biography, and this is the same person. I've done my research. Okay, so she's given you her biography. And these are all the websites for my current occupations. All righty. So I don't know what all, these are websites she's sold to new owners. So look at all the different things that she must be an expert in. And now, this is funny. I think it's funny. Now, she wants to tutor you in math. And here are her rates. Okay, so not thinking she's an expert in the field. We're going to go back. Oh, wait, where am I? Oh, I've gotten off track where I am. Okay. Let me go back here. Okay. So, not a fan of that one. Okay. But here's the deal. What we all do, I do too, is we all, like these two, are definitely made for kids. Okay. What we all do is we start hitting the first couple hits. This one's a decent one right here. But if you keep going through, I want to show you a few. I'm going to jump to 5 because I've already looked through here. Here's one from the nationalarchives.gov.uk. So this is why did Britain go to war? Here's one from 6. Let me see if I can find it. Here's the one from BBC, which is, here's one from the Telegraph, which is, these are major international, that one's a major international paper. And I thought I had another one. Let me go back to 4. I wanted to actually show you that one because that one was one I wasn't super familiar with. But the more I did my research on it, the better it was. Here we go. How did the First World War I start? Okay. So these are on the 4th, 5th, and 6th page. And these would be sites that if you had submitted to me that you wanted something from the archives, I probably would have allowed it. However, if it's just getting, sometimes they're just giving you some background information and you really want a little bit more than that. Okay, so here we go. So this is how did the First World War start and who is to blame? And here's your author. And I Googled him and he's worked for CNN. He now works for The Week. The Week is a, I'm trying to think of what they call it. It's like a digital magazine. It's been in print for years and years and years. It's British. Now it's gone digital. See what we've got. He's got links out all the time to various people. He's referring to other experts, military historian. Let me see what else. He has quotes. Remember we talked about that, looking for quotes. He's referred to a documentary that he watched. He's referred to his, let's see. I don't know who he is. Click him out. But the whole point is he has linked these people out so that you can check on his information. Here's the argument of a professor of history. This is the kind of stuff you're looking for when you're looking for information, because you're going to find good information here. There we go. That's the end of it. So I want to encourage you to move past those first 3 hits and move past that first page. We all do it, but if you're going to do your research on websites instead of using the databases, it becomes your responsibility to search for good information. Okay. Librarians always want you to use the databases because that information's already been vetted. But this assignment has you using a website. So that's what she is wanting you guys to do, is to find a good website with good information. Let me know if you have any questions.